Hey guys, welcome to All Time Gaming. I'm Chris.
I'm Alex.
And we are talking about Ubisoft's E3 conference today. And we're going to start off with Ghost Recon Wildlands, which, it does look good.
Cool.
It looks really good, actually.
Please be good.
One thing that kind of bothers me about it, though.
Go on.
Why did they need to call it a Ghost Recon game? It honestly could have been a new IP. No one would have batted an eyelid.
That put me off before I'd seen the footage of the game, I must admit, because
Yeah.
I thought the last offerings from Ghost Recon haven't really been that amazing, but this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does look really, really good. Kind of the whole cartel gang wars and also the kind of different options of point of entry and just, giving you the choice in the planning.
More open, doesn't it?
Yes,
it seems like you get more choice
very
and
open.
you can be a bit more sort of crazy and open things up a little bit.
And of course, in typical Ubisoft fashion, the trailers and the gameplay looked amazing. And when you get your copy in your hands and put it in your machine and boot it up, it's gonna look at least 60% worse than it does now.
It'll be an 8-bit side-scrolling shooter.
Yes. Well, that's what it's gonna be, right? It's gonna be like this full 4K trailer. You're gonna get it, and it's gonna be fucking like Nintendo. But that's Ubisoft for you.
And then everyone's excited about this one, Chris. It's South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
Oh, yeah.
You can rip time and space with your farts, apparently.
It does look really, really good and on point. It looks like you're playing an episode of South Park, but that's no surprise because the Stick of Truth looked like you're playing an episode of South Park. But it seems like they've learned from the criticisms of that game, and overall looks really, really good and just a fun time overall. As opposed to the Stick of Truth, where it was more kind of fantasy tropes, they are now quite clearly gunning for superheroes and very specifically going after Marvel and DC and all of their bullshit with their cinematic universes and what have you.
Fair play.
Yeah, nice shout out to Civil War, but it's check it out. It looks really, really cool.
And then some Division DLC, Survival.
Ooh, yeah.
It's about weather. That's pretty much all we know.
Well, that's Division in a nutshell, isn't it? It's just kind of like
Weather DLC. Snowy.
It looks good, but it's boring as hell to play. So, moving on. Jonesy, one game that really kind of took the crown for me for Ubisoft.
Go on.
For Honor.
For Honor. Does look awesome.
Combat, like hand-to-hand combat, Vikings, samurai, fucking Knights of the Realm. It does look really, really good. Kind of just epic. It's like jump in, start fucking people up.
Smash dudes.
Yeah, that's a different video, Jonesy.
Shield and axe, Chris.
Oh yeah, that kind of smash.
Smash dudes.
Yes, smash dudes with the shield.
Who doesn't want to play as a Viking, meleeing other Vikings?
Yes, I like how you said.
Presumably other people.
Melee. But yeah, it does look really good. The kind of combat feels suitably chunky and enjoyable, and But although it's either you're doing zombie survival, or you're doing medieval Norse-inspired.
It seems like those are the themes.
Yeah, come on, guys. Can we get something a
year.
little bit more interesting going on here? At least Battlefield 1, EA, but at least they're doing something a little bit different going. World War I.
They're mixing it up.
There's so many stories
history
to tell, guys. You have to keep on going to the same thing.
And then Watch Dogs 2, which is probably the most anticipated coming out of Ubisoft that's coming up.
Surprisingly.
The only thing with Watch Dogs 2, it looks really nice. It does look like they've learned from the mistakes of Watch Dogs 1, and apparently they've sorted out a lot of the problems with regard to mechanics and they've developed some things. However, the gameplay for me from this makes it look like more of the same.
Well, absolutely. I mean, personally, I don't really like the look of it. I mean, I never got into Watch Dogs 1 as a whole, but they're kind of straying away from the original Watch Dogs quite severely. This looks more like Saints Row to me, like Saints Row with hacking. And going after this whole kind of like, with DedSec and kind of going for that Mr. Robot kind of thing, it just doesn't, it feels like they're trying to shoehorn as much as they can because, hey, the cool kids like it. That's not how you go about making a game.
But you get to dress emo, Chris.
Well, exactly.
How cool is that?
You get to dress emo. No, that's not cool. You want to dress emo, just go and fucking dress emo. Don't bring it into my game. But time will tell. I'm sure it will be at least better received than the original Watch Dogs.
It'll sell.
It'll sell. And again, it looks good now. Just you wait and see. Wow. Well, Jonesy, a really nice surprise.
Go on.
Trials of the Blood Dragon.
Yes. I'm excited for another Blood Dragon title. I'm not quite sure what to expect though from this.
Well, Far Cry Blood Dragon was really cool.
Hell yeah, it was cool.
Trials is cool. Mash them together, sure. Why not? Best part about it, it's available now. So
get it.
No reason not to get it. Looks like fun, kind of like an 80s pastiche, but it brings up an interesting thing. Perhaps Ubisoft is using Blood Dragon as kind of having fun with their franchises. So maybe we could see Watch Dogs,
Maybe.
Blood Dragon.
Possibly.
That would be pretty cool.
Assassin's Creed, Blood
Blood
Dragon.
Dragon! And then Ubisoft would just change their name to Blood Dragon. Why not?
Do it. Okay, Chris, now one that maybe surprisingly to you or our audience that I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Star Trek Bridge VR. I'm a massive Trekkie, and when I saw this, 4-player, multiplayer VR, you get to control from your own desk.
Yeah.
Do you want to be an ensign? You're going to be the science officer? Maybe you're being weapons?
So you're in the bridge and
You're in the bridge!
and you're pressing buttons in VR.
You're sliding dials and doing... Make it so, Chris. Make it so.
Well, I won't make it so because I think it's got a very big problem with it, Jonesy.
Go on.
So you've got your VR headset.
Yep.
Great, you've already forked out however much for that.
£1 million.
£1 million
Yeah.
or $1 million.
Yeah.
And then you need to find 3 friends that are also Star Trek fans that want to be in that bridge. And they also have to spend $1 million just to get that rig again. It's never going to happen.
I've got you beat because the only people who are going to be able to afford to play this with you are the cast of the new Star Trek films. So you'll get to play it with the cast as well.
Geordie LaForge. Yes.
How awesome.
Well, I don't think that's that awesome.
Maybe not.
But you know what does seem
I'm
kind
excited.
of, you know what does seem kind of awesome?
Go on.
Ubisoft released a new IP.
Yes.
Much to everyone's surprise, because they thought Watch Dogs was it, right? Steep in VR. Just kind of like snowboarding, extreme sports, mountains, Swiss Alps, I guess.
As soon as you say VR, tied with all that stuff,
Yeah.
that's going to be amazing.
It is going to be amazing.
The
And-
views, what you can see. We even talked about that. I do believe in our video, what we want to see in VR, we talked about sort of skiing and snowboarding and things
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
we said SSX, but this is maybe less kind of arcade sports style and more kind of true
simmy.
to life. Yeah, more of a simulation.
But it's
of
also
extreme sports.
wingsuiting in VR.
It does look so good.
You'll have to lie on a wheelie chair with your arms out with a fan blowing at you whilst wearing VR. Maybe leave the fridge open.
Yeah, do it in front of the fridge. Yeah, it's a good recommendation there. But I foresee a lot of broken bones.
I'm sure
I
there will
really
be.
do. Just be, "Hey, I'm skiing," and then fucking into the wall, dead. Sorry, it
will happen.
What can you do? Lots of injuries are going to be happening. Just like when the Wii
Broken
came
ankles.
out. But you know, that's a story for another day. Well, guys, that was our coverage of Ubisoft's conference. Don't forget to check back for other E3 coverage on our channel.
Yes, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
See ya.